What's going on, Reds, and welcome back to LFC Proud Fans TV with me, Calvin. I hope you're all doing well. Now, in this video, I want to talk about this topic, which is about, I know the season's not ended yet, and we're still trying to stay in the top four, and that's our main aim, to get Champions League back at Anfield. And, before we go into the main topic, just finish this off, what I was just saying. We need Champions League back. That's the main thing. We haven't been there since 2014. We did crap in the group stages. We had Real Madrid, obviously tough team. We need. Well, that was our first season without Luis Suarez. Going in Champions League, we went to Barcelona then. Could things been different if we still had Suarez then? I don't know. I think so. I think we could have done better. But what I'm saying is, talk about Champions League. This is one of the topics. I can see us definitely getting into the Champions League next season. I can. But the only problem is, sure, the stadium is going to look fantastic on Champions League nights, on Tuesday, Wednesday nights. We've got the new stand. It looks absolutely incredible. It's going to look absolutely even more incredible. If we're playing on Tuesday and Wednesday nights against the likes of the huge heavyweights of Barcelona, Bayern Munich, and so on. And but the problem is, this team has got us so far, in the top four, which is fantastic. We're not where Man United are. We're not where Arsenal are, mostly. You know what I mean? Or even Everton. But the problem is, we need to sort our goalkeeper out, our defence out, get another midfielder, and another striker. We've got Mane. Is this the second time he's got injured this season for us? He's out to the rest of the season. But we've won games without him. I think we've won our last. Has it been out for 2 games? Has he? Or was it just 1 game? But we've won them both. Without him. I just feel we really need to improve the team a lot, and I'm worried with FSG if they're going to put the money in. A lot of us Liverpool fans aren't really fans of them. We're not really behind them, and I understand that I'm not really behind them, to be honest, as well, because I would like new owners in myself as well. Because I'm annoyed, because it's like every single season. I know we've got the likes of Mane coming. He's a fantastic player. We've got Wijnaldum, just our second best signing this season, just after Mane. And, Matip's done all right, free signing. Got him at the end of his contract. He's done all right. But I feel we really need to improve the whole team. There's just like the goalkeeper. I mean, Karius will learn over time. I mean, if we do bring in a new goalkeeper, which I do want us to do, this Joe Hart, because I think his loan ends, this season, and he goes back to Man City. I don't think he'll stay. He won't. He won't like how he's been treated by Pep, and if Pep stays, which I think he will, he'll think, why do I want to play for you? You're just gonna still treat me like crap, and probably loan me out, something like that. We should go for Joe Hart. He's at Torino now. I don't know how well they're doing. I don't follow if it's still called Serie A. But seriously, he's England's number 1, and he should not be treated like that. You know what I mean? Torino will love him. As I said, I don't know how well they're doing or how they're doing. Love him at the club because he's a top class keeper, one of the best in the world, I say. England's best, He's a good leader as well. He's a good leader. He sorts out the defence, and I'd like him at the club. But if we brought him in, do we get rid of Mignolet or Karius? But I don't want to get rid of Karius because I feel like he can learn. But some people might say, no, we might want to keep Mignolet. Mignolet's done all right. He's kind of turned up for some of the games when we put back in the team. But I feel like this is the end for Mignolet at Liverpool. I think we should get rid of him and bring in Joe Hart when he goes back to Man City. I really do think that. Get rid of Mignolet. I think when I look at Mignolet now, he's more of a lower, he's still a Premier League goalkeeper in my eyes, but for a smaller team, should we say, Sunderland won't accept him back, I'm sure. But he should be at a smaller Premier League team. So if we get that goalkeeper sorted, we need another centre back. We've got Clavin, Lovren, Matip, and then Sacco is on loan at Crystal Palace. I think it ends end of this season if it's that sort of loan. And if him and Klopp can work things out, if they can, that's great. But I still think we need another centre back. If they can't, I'll be pissed off. I'm sure you guys will be as well. We're linked with Virgil van Dijk from Southampton, another Southampton player. We're obsessed with them. We're obsessed with Southampton players. Nathaniel Klein, Lovren, Lallana, remember Ricky Lambert. But I'm being serious. At the moment, we've got Matip, Clavin and Lovren. We've got Joe Gomez. He's been switching around from left back to centre back. I prefer him at left back. He's not getting the games as much. Clavin's more of a backup, a bit like Kolo Touré was last season. And then he went to Celtic, didn't he? But seriously, I would like a new centre-back. Virgil van Dijk, to be honest with you, I'd love him at Liverpool, but I feel like we're getting a bit obsessed with Southampton players. I'm being serious. I think we're getting a bit obsessed, but I'll be honest, I would love him at Liverpool next season. I would. Strong, big centre-back, can score goals from set pieces, and I would love him at Liverpool, I'll be honest. Right back, we've got Nathaniel Klein. We also got the rising youngster, future Liverpool player in my eyes, and I'm sure in your eyes too, Alexander Arnold. Really good player, what I've seen from him, and Klopp's given him the opportunities. He's done well. He's shown Klopp, and I do think, I think we should, do I dare say, loan him out next season, or do we give him more games next season? Is he really ready for that? I don't know. But he could really benefit from going out to smaller teams like in the Championship. I think it's more for Championship. Put him in the Championship. It's competitive there. You've got ex-Premier League teams and there. It's very competitive. So I'd say either keep him or loan him out to a Championship team, and one that's, a big Championship team. It's been there for a while. He'll get the experience. I think that should happen next season for him. I do rate him. Left back, we've got Moreno. We've got, said Joe Gomez can play there, but maybe he hasn't played that as much this season. And we've got James Milner. He's getting older now. Oh God, I really hope. I just can't see Alberto Moreno progressing at Liverpool. I think it's time to go. He nearly messed up that game for us against West Brom. He had a chance to finish the game off. You saw I mentioned it in the last video. He missed an open goal. Foster was out, made a mistake. And he nearly cost us the whole game, because if they scored a 1-1, it could have happened like that. He came on, I don't know who he came on for, but he's a like a recipe for disaster, should I say. It's like he's like this problem in Liverpool, and it's really, it gives me a headache. He really makes me feel very stressed and, or paranoid. I don't know, that anxiety or something like that. It just, when he comes onto the pitch, it really does. I just feel he needs to go. Keep James Milner. He can play centre mid as well. He's done good at left back, James Milner. But there are plenty of top class young left backs. What about the guy from Monaco? Is he called Mendy? I don't know, but he was absolutely superb. If you're watching Champions League at the minute, Monaco destroyed in both legs Dortmund, and he's been one of the top players from the season or competitions. Mendy, I think his name is. He's linked to Man United as well. I think Chelsea or Spurs, maybe Arsenal. But we should go for him. I think he's called Mendy. I need to look later if I got that right. But he's very good at crossing assists. He's like bomb straight upfield. He's very fast, strong. I do like the guy. He's very young, and I'd like him. I'd like him. There's a guy who plays for Valencia at left back, Jetro Willems for PSV. He's a good left back. I've mentioned videos ago, probably nearly a year ago. So many top class young left backs that I'd love to see at Liverpool. Not Moreno. He needs to go. He really does. So we need a new left back as well. I want to talk about the midfield. Got Emre Can, Lucas, who's looking like he's going to leave. He's been a good player for us, but I think his time's up at Liverpool. He's not the player he was. I think he's 29. He's getting on to 30 now. He's not, in my eyes, Liverpool sort of potential Liverpool sort of standards, Liverpool FC. So I think he should go. We've got Wijnaldum, who's been second best out of the summer signings, out of him, Mane and the others. We've got Hendo, he's injured at the minute, I think, still. And got Grujic. He's not got much of a chance. Why is Klopp not giving Marco Grujic much of a chance? Which is annoying, because he was on fire in pre-season, before the season. I mean, I don't know. It's annoying, that's all. But I do rate the lad, and he's one of our other signings as well. But we've got Lallana, who's injured at the minute. He plays centre mid. He was moved. He's really, really good there. So I say we need another midfielder as well. So a new goalkeeper, a new centre back, a new left back, a new centre mid, centre defensive mid. And talking about the forward line, I think, we've got Origi, Coutinho, Mane, Firmino, and Sturridge. You got Danny Ings. He's just been very unfortunate with injuries. As you said, I'm a big fan of Danny Ings. Met the guy. Could this be his... I hate to say it. I mean, is it really worth keeping a player who gets injured long term nearly every season? And he's very unfortunate, because he's a very good player, and he's just been very unfortunate with these injuries, Danny Ings, and I feel sorry for him, and I don't want to let him go. I just feel like he can prove the critics wrong, and he can, you know what I mean? Maybe it's time to let him go. I don't know. I think it would gut me. It would. I'll be gutted. But Firmino, Origi, Sturridge. What are we going to do about Sturridge, eh? I like Sturridge, but he's got injuries as well. As I said, I think we're good on the wings, because Origi plays there, and you got Coutinho there. We've got Mane. We could have Sturridge still on the wing. I just feel we need another striker, and I feel like Champions League we can attract that. We just put the money in. We can get another striker. I mean, I was watching Redmen TV, huge fan of the show, and they were talking about John Terry, because this is his final season with Chelsea. Say, we could do with his experience like that. No, I'm not a fan of Terry. I mean, do I dare say respect? I mean, what he's done, he's a top player. He was a top player, but I don't like him as a person, to be honest with you. I don't like him as a person, John Terry. His out of football story, you know what I mean? Outside of football, if you know what I mean. I don't like him. So they also said, they'd like to bring Torres back. I'd love that. I mean, Torres is like in his early 30s now. I mean, he's not the player he was with the longish blonde hair, if he's, you know what I mean, and the, you know, I miss that Torres so much. I started supporting Liverpool 10 years ago, 2007. I'm 22 now. And, you know, Torres will always be my favourite player. I mean that, he always will be. And there was always something about Torres. And, you know, it got to me. It pissed me off what he did. Is it 2010, 2011? I think it was 2010, wasn't it? 2011? Oh, no. It got to me. Going to Chelsea for all clubs. I think it's, you know, all because he wanted Champions League football. You know, we weren't getting there, you know. Torres will always be my favourite player. He got a new haircut. Then he wasn't the same Torres come the end of his time at Liverpool. He wasn't as scoring as much. He wasn't as clinical. He wasn't as, you know, I'd like him, but I feel like he's got older now, and he still doesn't look like the same Torres. Obviously, I'll never forget Torres. You know, I do miss singing the old Torres song. If you know what I mean. You know, it always will be my favourite Liverpool player since supporting Liverpool in 2007. In that 10-year time, but I do feel Torres is not the answer. We need someone younger. We need someone who's quick on the ball. Someone who's scoring goals, just banging them in. It's just hard to think of actually. There's so many, and but yeah, I tell you, an attacking winger I do like. He's kind of young, and he plays for Galatasaray. Cool, and I can't pronounce the name right. I think I've pronounced it right. Bruma, something like that. Very good, quick player. Plays for Galatasaray, and I think he'd be a good fit at Liverpool. Maybe look at him. You know, we've got Woodburn. You know, the very young Welshman. Is he about 16, 17, 18? You know, I'll be honest with you, I'm 50-50. I can see him being a hit at Liverpool, then I can't. I mean, not many youngsters who've got, you know, we've tried out, have made it, you know what I mean? They've gone on loan so many times, or we've sold them. People saying he's Liverpool's future hero, you know what I mean? He's you know what I mean? I think when I look at him, I can't see it. I can't see it in him. I just can't see it in him, and I'm not that impressed with him at the moment. I don't know. So we got him as well. I'd loan him out as well. I'd loan him out next season to probably a championship, maybe a League One club, probably championship. Give him a bit more experience. You know, I said it's competitive. Do that with Alexander-Arnold. So that's a thought as well. So basically, that's the team I'm talking about. So those are the positions. You know, like new goalkeeper, new centre back, new left back, new midfielder, new striker. I'd say I'd like us to sign probably 4, 5, 6 new players, maximum 5 or 6 new players next season, top players. Next season in the summer, ready for next season. It's looking like we're getting Champions League back. Be absolutely incredible. I'm over the moon. So just let you guys know as well, I'm going to the Liverpool versus Southampton game at Anfield early May. So I'm looking forward to that. So I might do another matchday experience. Probably won't talk as much. Probably not my thing, that. Probably might just recall get any goals, any opportunities we're trying, you know what I mean, and to get the atmosphere. It's like something I did a few months ago, and you enjoyed that. But yeah, I don't go to Anfield much. It's only when I got time, to be honest with you. But I'm really excited. So I will be doing videos before then, obviously, and I shall see you guys next video. Lay down your comments down below with your thoughts and who you think we should bring in next season. And yeah, anyway guys, peace.